Hello, good morning, guys. How are you? I hope you can hear me clearly. As we wait for more people to join. And for those people watching TikTok, I'm going live on my YouTube channel. That's why I'm doing the live stream analysis. So you can join us on go over to the YouTube. Okay. And also, if you have already joined, let us know. Make sure you hit that like button and let us know if you can hear me clearly. Okay, so we have around 7 people right now. Good morning, guys. Benja, same. Good morning too. Yesterday was on Monday. Yesterday I didn't come live on YouTube. The last time I was live, I think was on Thursday. But I hope you're doing well. Evanson, Kiprotich, morning, very good and clear. Okay, so anything popping or any question that you may have before I go over to the market. I'm reading the comments. I'm seeing the comments. We can give it like 5 minutes for more people to join. So we have a lot of people right now on YouTube. Okay, and before even we start, I want us to check the fundamentals, today's fundamentals, Forex Factory. And how many people were caught up by yesterday's spike? You know, yesterday we had a very big spike in the market. How many people were caught up with that spike? So today is on Tuesday. At 11 that you have euros, which is euros PMI. And then we have 12 that you have GBP. So when we are analyzing GBP pairs, and most commonly, like if you are doing like analysis, like the currencies analysis, you have to keep checking the Forex factories so as you don't find yourself on the wrong side. And guys, can you hear me clearly? I haven't seen comments. Official Kim, morning doc. I'm okay. At 12:30, we have also GBP PMI. Okay, and then at 4:45 we have USD PMI. Seems the whole day we have USD PMI, Euros PMIs, and GBP's PMI. Okay, that's a nice. So okay, before I start on any analysis, you can let me know like any pair that I gave, any insight I gave maybe last week that you used, or an insight that you're looking forward from last week that I gave, because I was here live on last week on Thursday. That's the last time I came live on YouTube. That's the last time I was live on YouTube. You can be able to let me know any insight that you have or you're waiting for. Okay. So I can say RX Kariki Hero, good morning. So let me just first of all go through all the pairs or all through the analysis, and then I'll give you, maybe we can have a discussion on something else we are looking forward to. So today we are going to do a little bit of deeper because it has been long since we did the high time frame analysis. And someone is saying, I was anticipating some. I can see this comment. Unless someone else comments, was this comment to be pushed up? It then and had my point of interest, said it came first, so taken out. Okay. I don't know why yesterday after later on, that's when I realized I had so much buyers in the market. I had seen a lot of like pairs which were appeared to materialize, but because of the spikes we had, that's the reason why most of the spikes we have, they really accelerated our analysis, maybe the buyers I had in the market. Okay, so I'll just go directly to start the analysis, and this is USDCHF. USDCHF on a long term, on a daily time frame, like on a monthly. So this is like analysis on for higher time frame. It's on a bearish trend. This was just a correction on a daily time frame. So one thing you have to know is that this market has been bearish, and if you come here on a monthly, let's say on a monthly, you're going to see this market is on a bearish trend. The only thing, it was just doing a correction, and a correction, I really wanted this market to come back to this candlestick on daily. You clearly, for those people who follow my analysis, they know that I was advocating for this market to come to this order block. And finally, yes, DCHF will pick up this order block, or which was visible on daily time frame, and the market is reacting from it. So we can have another long sales from there, because now our order block is already hit, and then we have a confirmation. Coming back to 4 hours, on daily time frame, you can clearly see, and you can see even yesterday the weight closed. And coming back to 4 hours, now let's remove that part of the order block on daily time frame. Let's come back to 4 hours. On 4 hours, I can see we have a failure swing, we have a lot of rejection, and when we put this market into a line chart, I can see it's giving us more bearish because we have a lot of head, shoulders, and a lot of rejections from the upper side. Coming back to 2 hours, on 1 hour, on 1 hour, I was anticipating for this market to come back to this particular level as the only discounted price, so as we can be able to have our sales there. Because one thing I noticed is that yesterday, beside this price, we had liquidity this particular level the other day. Let me show you. The liquidity was grabbed this particular level. It was a liquidity level, and then yesterday the market price closed below. You can see even closed below this price again. The price push below. So the only place we can have a bearish a sales entry was it's only at this particular level. And one thing we don't really ignore is the fact that any structure that we really have high anticipation on it, we really trust it. And for a short position, I would suggest from this particular level, and then we have a stop loss at this particular level, and then have a sales look like that. That's my view on USD CHF. That's my view on USD CHF. The risk to reward ratio is 1:5, meaning how many pips are we having as a stop loss? Meaning if you are using a 0.1, you're going to lose $11, and you're going to make how much? $63. So that's a risk to reward ratio of 1:5. Okay. And as we go on, in case you have any question or anything or any anticipation on any pair, let me just quit this TikTok thing. Guys, for those people watching me on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube. Let me just focus on YouTube, and then you can go and watch this video. So the other thing is, just in case you have any buyers or any question, you can also comment down. I'm reading the comments. So on AUDUSD, AUDUSD on a daily time frame, there's something I want to check. You know, AUDUSD, I normally mention each and every time here. AUDUSD has a positive correlation with what? With gold. AUDUSD has the same positive correlation, like meaning if AUDUSD is buying, gold is supposed to buy also. So if AUD is selling, gold is supposed to sell. So they have a same correlation. So this is on daily time frame, and on daily time frame, let's mark this particular level as the previous day. There's a lot of rejection from this particular level. This is only yesterday's liquidity coming back, but I've never seen this pair really obeying liquidity. To be honest, I have never seen it obeying liquidity. And then coming back, oh, this is on 2 hours. On 2 hours, this is on 1 hour. Let's come back on 4 hours. On 4 hours, this particular level, not only on 2 hours, there's something I'm saying, there's a reversal. And this can be very, very, very powerful. I hope you guys can see it. There's a very big reversal which is visible here. Did I try to take this entry yesterday? There's a reversal of an inverted. I hope you guys can see it. It is very visible, and I can put this market into a light chart. You can see it. So I really ignore the fact that reversals, they really push the market high back. So on this particular level, let me see on 1 hour. Can you be able to see? We can, what is the time? It's 8:46. We can wait all the way to 9 so as we can have a confirmation of this, the closure of this particular, so as we can have a risk, a stop loss the week, maybe a stop loss there. How many pips are stop loss? A 17 pips stop loss. Is the lot also one? That's 170. That's so many pips. That's $170. And we are targeting how? Let me see if we are trying to risk from that particular level. We target all the way back to this 50. 17 pips and 50, we are going to make 530. 530. Not bad, but the stop loss should be like 10 pips. 10 pips. So let's wait for the closure of the 1 hour so we can have a confirmation. But one thing I'm noticing is I can't ignore the fact that we have a reversal at this particular level. So I'm expecting for a setup if anane kama hivi, a long position. And ujuzi ni reversals tunachukua ndo zinaanza. It's the first reversals in the market. The market is happening. So we have to be very, very, very careful with them. And then we got USD CAD. USD CAD has the same correlation with the USD CHF. And I said, for a fact that I really don't follow up on USD CAD because movement yake is not compared as USD CHF. Let's go to GU. On GU, Okay, so let's move the drawings. The other day we had liquidity here, and then GU, we had a spike yesterday all the way down, up. Come on daily time frame. Okay, so this is on daily time frame. On weekly, let's see on monthly. On monthly, G is on a bullish. It's only that it's on a correction mode, and then this is on a daily time frame. Okay, this is on a daily time frame on 4 hours. Coming on 4 hours, the market was unable to break this particular level. Something I'm observing. Okay, and 2 hours. Is there anything we can observe? Nothing. On 2 hours, there is on 1 hour, there's nothing I can observe. Okay, so this is a bit risky. Even if I see buys, it's risky to take this buys from this particular level. Consider this is more of a flag. We can see another drop. So let's check on it. And today's liquidity. Let me see liquidity is on GU today. Today is on Tuesday. Just a moment. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a liquidity. This is a liquidity area. The market is reacting from a liquidity entry, considering that this was the low, and then the market came back here. And let's see on 1 hour. So it's doing a rejection. Okay. So I'm anticipating for buys on GU, to be honest. I'm anticipating for buys from GU. But if we could have gotten this entry from this liquidity area, how many stop loss are these? But GU nanga pips mingi. Let's see how many pips are those. If I have a stop loss here, 617 pips stop loss. Okay, you can look for a re-entry on 5 minutes. Wait for the market to do a retest here, to retest this particular zone here, because it has to, we have a fair change of character, and then you target all the way to high of the day. Target high of the day that way. So your setup if an unable and a long position from there, and a stop loss here, stop loss up, and a TP there, and setup if an unable. Let's come to EURUSD. Now EURUSD has a good re-entry. We have an order block there. Let's go. EURUSD and GU, they have a good same positive correlation. Same case, I'm looking for buys on EURUSD. Let's come to 5 minutes. And I have seen this re-entry on this order block. We can wait, and this entry on this order block is also a reversal, a very good one, because it has a reversal. This particular level, if I extend this particular level, this zone, this area, it's a reversal, and you have this OB. So we can wait for the market to do a retest at this particular entry, and then continue buying and target the high of the day this Tuesday, this Tuesday, this Tuesday. The high of the day no happy, or this is the high of the day, and target the high of the day is at this level, and target that one. So setup yako ifanane hivyo, and then you can extend the stop loss this. So you're going for a long position from there. And then a stop loss this particular level. This is their liquidity. How many pips are those? Let me calculate pips. Stop loss of 6 pips. That's okay. A 6 pips stop loss is okay. So, and then I'll set up if unable. And the target itakuwa how many nini? 35. So with our losses of one, to lose $60 and you'll make $350. Yeah. Up to that point, let me read the comment. Yes, to do analysis it's not that easy. I was anticipating for sales and sales in EURUSD, and had my endpoint of entry set only to come and fail. It's already SL taken. Official Kim at EURUSD, you anticipated for sales. Coming back, one thing I'm saying, I can't anticipate sales from that. Consider the market when you're gonna very bullish. So I am anticipating for buys. The market is reacting from a liquidity entry, and this is a setup on the lower time frame can be able to catch it. So wait for the market to come back again here. Consider this a reversal and a stop loss of 6 pips. So that's the reason why I'm giving for a buy, and also considering pia GU, nimeona GU imereact from a liquidity entry point of interest, and considering pia the closures za jana market here. So when it comes to analysis, there are a lot of things I check. Leo unaweza pata nimetumia conference like different I've never mentioned. It's something that I know throughout the time nimekuwa nikiangalia. But if I check on this daily time frame, I'm anticipating for buys. Okay. Um, Let me read them. Today, I'm happy to find you live, boss. Yes, I do come live. I do come supporting sana. Those entries on GU and EURUSD might be tricky due to upcoming high impact news. We should. Oh, yes, guys, don't forget also we have news in 11th minute. But from one of the thing is, we have news at, let me show you, 11 something, 11:30. We have news at 11:30 news a euro, and then we have another news at 12:30. So for me, ukama unaichukua hizi trades, make sure you have a stop loss, because most of the time you find even the news they come and follow these the setup, they just accelerate, because most of the time the fundamental they come and accelerate the market kulingana na venye. Like, let me show you an example of yesterday. This is euro USD. Let's show you an example of yesterday. So yesterday I had done this analysis, and I'll show you an example of yesterday. So yesterday, the other day, this is because our trading strategies, a lot of people use different types of trading strategies, but they all give the same conference. I did this liquidity the other day. We had this liquidity from here on euro USD, and then the market obeyed liquidity, and then we had this very big strong bullish. But one thing I noticed is that the market has left an order block at this particular level, and it has done a change of character here. Tell me why the market dropped, and by the time it was touching here, Trump released a statement, and the market, you can see the way the market really accelerated. So with the news, as long as your setup is accordance to your strategy, make sure you have a stop loss. Yeah, that's what I really believe in. Okay, so you can see like this is a fair swing and a change of character. Most of it you use it here. A fair swing, change of character. Someone could say there's another block here, and then a buys. So buyers were here, and you can see the way the market reacted from that particular zone. So yeah, you never know if this PMI is going to also accelerate another movement like this one. So we got to Euro AUD. Someone is saying gold. Gold, I do it as a last option. Gold, I do it as the last option here. This is Euro AUD. Coming back on daily time frame. Oh my god, Euro AUD ilianza kubai lini? When the last time we did started doing analysis ni lini? Oh. This on daily. The market has not done any reversal on daily. I just bullish 4 hours. I hope it has a reversal 4 hours. No reversal. Oh. The only way, don't tell me it came and activated this area. Don't tell me it came and activated this area. Not yet. The only zone we can anticipate again back for this market to come back is to buy from is from this area. You see these areas, exactly this area I have marked, this price. And the reason why I came up with that is that I'm anticipating of a reversal. For a market to have this bullish run, lazima ifanye a very good proper reversal, and this reversal is very good visible on 4 hours. So it's only that sijawacholea venye nafanyanga hivi yote zones, but I'm very specific with this because this will be act as a break and retest and also a reversal. So you can have this one is a very good entry. You can leave it as a penny order. So we are going to have more buys from here on Euro AUD. So I'm going to expect this market to come back again here so they can anticipate for more buys, and a setup yako itafanana something like that. Yeah, itakuwa inafanana hivyo. So watch out this and keep this as an alert. And Pamela kwa hapa, Pamela, hebu nikumbushe. Is it Pamela? Not Pamela. Pauline. It's Pauline. Pauline, remind me, you wanted me to show you how to put alerts or alarm on the menu. So this is a very nice setup. And guys, for those people watching this, put this on your watch list. It's a very nice setup on your device. For me, as itakuwa kali. And 1 hour, this is on 1 hour. Yeah, buys from this particular level, itakuwa very nice buys. Eurocard. Tell me why. Even the market yesterday came and obeyed also this order block on Eurocard with these fundamentals. Okay, so this is on Eurocard. Let's go on 4 hours. Is there anything we can see? Remove the trends. Some break and retest. Okay, this is another order block is being formed here. Guys, can you hear me? Is my voice clear? This is another order block being formed here. So meaning we are going to have a more buys. This is how we are going to have more buys, and then market come back again to that order block, and then continue buying because all zones are already mitigated from way back. You see the market is moving like a sequence, so we can only anticipate something like that. GBP card, same case on GBP card. I'm trying to check an entry point. I can see an entry point there, but I know the market is buying, so I cannot give you the buyers. The market is really buying, is really really bullish, but the entry point is a bit riskier for us to be able to take these buys from this particular level, considering our stop loss tutaiweka wapi, but the buys are very active. Euro NZD, I was looking for the market to come back to this order block on Euro NZD. Market bado haijarudia hapo, which is visible on 1 hour. I still remain with my option as my buyers from that particular level. Market ya chingi order block itazikujia tu. AUD NZD on daily time frame, what can I see? AUD NZD and Euro NZD, they have a different correlation, like they move opposite. Euro NZD and AUD, they don't move the same way. I've always mentioned this each and every time in Afanyango. And how comes today we haven't seen a failure swing and a change of character? We haven't seen any entry on a failure swing and a change of character. We had this order block was left, it was not mitigated. This is on 4 hours, it's come on 2 hours. And this nothing I see reversal on this market. Okay. You know, it also didn't obey this order block. Don't have any view on this market. Even trying to reverse it from this particular level is a bit riskier, meaning we don't have any signs of us to take this entry. So unless we have another signs of us to take an entry on AUD and ZD, let's go to GBPCHF. GBPCHF is one of the trades I gave last week. It was a sniper entries. You remember when I gave this break and retest here? It was a very sniper entry. At the market really pushed high. You can see this. These are how many pips? I gave this entry on like last week on Thursday. That's over 99 pips. It was a very nice setup. So on today's, let me check on daily time frame. So I'm bullish on this pair. Coming back to 4 hours. There's no order block, there is no anything, and today is a bit, I don't want to use liquidity since we have that impulsive movement from yesterday. So on 1 hour it's forming more of a flag. Wow, I see something. I know you guys, you can see it from the screen. What can you see, guys? Let me see from the comment section. Am I still live? Because my phone is still iko. If you see that unioni vizuri, the only thing you can do, unafunganga your tab, close the YouTube, and then come back again, ingia tena utaniona tu. What can you see from that structure on GBPCHF? I see it's very clear. There's something I can see. There are two options we can use so we can be able to have an entry on this market. Let me see on the comment section. Kwani internet yangu imeharibika? What's happening? Am I live, guys? Can you hear me? Okay, I don't know, on my end sioni screen vizuri, but I hope you guys can see loud and clear. So what I'm saying is, here we have a fair swing on the lower side, and you have a change of character, and then we have order block here. So there's more buys from this for this market from this particular level to the left buys na hizo market. Yeah, you're live. Okay, so what I'm saying is more buys from that particular level, and GBP AUD 4 hours. Hii market ilikuwa inapeperuka kuanzia lini? Ilituacha lini? After imefanya reversals huku, break and retest 2 hours. Was this order block mitigated? It has already mitigated the order block. This is on 1 hour. It's coming on 4 hours. Unless we stay on 4 hours, as you can see, the market has done break all the resistance. So the other re-entry is here. Because the market has already broken that structure, we can look for another re-entry from there, and then we continue buying. Yeah, we continue buying from this particular market. Let's go to USDJPY. Okay, on USDJPY, let's check on daily time frame. So before we go to USDJPY, let's go to check JPY basket. So I want you guys to let me know what is your view on JPY basket. So this is JPY basket, and we use it to have a correlation between it and gold. So this JPY basket, what is the view on JPY basket? This is on weekly time frame, and the market is approaching a previous week liquidity. So meaning this is a very sensible area where the market, it can be a previous liquidity, because I can see this market last week pia react on the previous week liquidity. So meaning hii market kurudi kwa hii week liquidity haiwezi add up on daily time frame. Next, on daily time frame, what is the overall trend of this market? Are we bullish or are we bearish? Let me see. Let's come to 4 hours. Let's come to 4 hours. There's something naona hapa nika kuna trend line hapa. Oh, msiniambie hii market imeanza kuanza kukua buys. Am I the only one who is seeing this market inaanza kupanda? Because I see this on 4 hours, which is a trend line which is obeyed, broken and retested, and coming back on weekly. There's this argument I normally check on weekly, and let me show you something. Whenever we have a liquidity entry, and you know that you can see on a weekly, market isha clear the other week liquidity. So hii wiki kurudi hapo, I making sense. You get me? So meaning if on a JPY basket we are looking inaona inataka kubuy, hizi akina USD JPY zitafanya nini? What will happen to USD JPY? Will USD JPY buy or will USD JPY sell? Let me see on the comment. So meaning the USD JPY is going to go for sales. It's going to go for sales. And the base argument is based from JPY basket. Let's come back to now to 4 hours. On 4 hours, I can see nothing here, no order block, no movement, no break and retest. Come to 2 hours. No. Let's go to 1 hour. Okay. So this is when Monday. Okay. And 45 minutes. Okay. We can look this as a last discounted price for us to be able to sell this market. This as the last discounted price for us to be able to take a sales on USD JPY, and then we continue selling it. And CAD JPY, the same thing. Let's go. Don't tell me this is a flag. That's on 4 hours. Just remove the drawings first of all. Okay. And then on a daily time frame, let's go on a 4 hours. This is on a 2 hours. This is on a 1 hour. This is a flag. This indicate for more sales. Actually, even the USDG, they're going to drop from there. This is a flag. So this indicate the market is going to drop all the way down here. So for the CAD JPY and the USD JPY, they are going to drop. I don't see buys. See any buys on that. Network equal low. Is it true? Guys, can you hear me? Someone is saying my network is low. And then Euro JPY and GBP JPY, we really canceled them. You can let me know if, okay, CHF JPY. So the next one is AUD JPY. You know, on the list is Yangi AUD JPY. But this one will be tricky for you to take. Consider it's a flag, but it's formed on a zone. And then we go to oil. Very nice. Oil. Don't tell me oil is dropping. Let's come on daily time frame. On a daily time frame, on a 4 hours, I can see a break and retest. This is a very nice one. I can wait for see a break and retest. Bullish flag where division. Okay, so on 1 hour. Okay, so on oil, I see more sales from that particular level, of which is a break and retest. I see that you can target for sales from there, and then we target this particular level. And then we go to AUD card. On AUD card, where do we have this zone? Let's come on daily time frame. Let's move on drawings and then reset chart view. This is on a daily time frame. This is on a 4 hours. On a 4 hours, I see these are failure swing, a change of character, and the market retest. There's nothing I see buys here. I see more sells because one thing we have on 4 hours, the insight is from yesterday. Even I remember this yesterday. This is a failure swing here, and then we have a change of character here. And if you put this market into a line chart, you're going to see that. So the market has already retested. It's an active sell. So the structure they are showing us for the market is going to drop. So on 1 hour, let's come back to daily and we check liquidity value. Coming back on 1 hour. Okay, I see more sales from these pairs. More sales on AU card. More sales. Na ukiweza chukua na stop loss ukiweka hapo inaweza kuwa how many pips? Stop loss ya 7 pips, $70. More sales on AUD card. And then BTC coming back to daily time frame. Okay, so we were looking for sales from the other day. It's okay. Let's move 3 drawings. Come back to 4 hours. Very nice. What I can see, the market is ready for giving us a very good nice buy entry, and the market will do a reversal. And BTC with the reversal is a very nice one. It's come to reversal. More buys for BTC. So BTC, I see more buys, and then GBP NZD. GBP NZD. Let's come to daily more buys. 4 hours, no order block, nothing. And then 2 hours, no entry. See only any entry there. USD, no, I don't analyze USD and Ethereum. Then I don't check them out. So I think we are done with the list. Let's go to gold. Okay. Coming back to gold, gold, uh, gold. Let's come on daily time frame. There's something I noticed yesterday. I noticed yesterday, beside this market, because most of the people we anticipated buys from this, na venye wakati ilikuwa inashuka hivi, from the 4 hours, most of the people we anticipated buys from this upper kwa hii, because most of the people they thought this is the liquidity entry point. And now yesterday, to surprise, the market came and dropped. But there's something I noticed during the closing hours, the market didn't close below with the body. You can see on a line chart, the market didn't close below with the body on the daily time frame. That's a very big red flag for me to show you. It's a very big red flag. And coming back to 4 hours, I want you to notice something also. Coming back to liquidity, we can only use liquidity, today's liquidity, to mark to have entries on gold, because I want us to stick to liquidity. And this is what we are going to be doing, guys. Uh, Gold, every liquidity, we're going to be taking a risk on it, because I know liquidity has a very big reward. Apart from scalping is in done, which is they are very hectic, but liquidity has a very good in terms of rewards. We are going to be risking each and every liquidity that we really find in the market. So when it comes to today's on liquidity, the only available liquidities for us to take an entry is this particular level. That's the only liquidity level, or these. Those are the only two liquidities. If you're looking forward for buyers, those are the only two liquidities that we have for today. And the other liquidity for sales is at this particular level from here. It's from that particular level. But I don't want to anticipate for sales, considering also yesterday the market didn't react from the liquidity ajana. Yesterday's previous day high liquidity was not activated. This liquidity up iko activated. So I would highly ignore this, the fact that I'll ignore this one and focus with only those zones nimemark hapo, these, and this, and that. So those are the only liquidity. No, sorry, these, and these. And mostly this one, it can be a very good buyers if you're looking for a very good entry for a good pips. Yeah, so that's the view on gold. So unless someone which has a question, and then we can answer them. And which pair out of the pairs to me analyze, which you find them, they have a very good, let's check EURUSD, a very good re-entry. Msiniambie EURUSD imerudi ikaguza entry, ikanini, ika-activate. EURUSD has already activated our entries. It has already activated our buys for the order blocks. You can mepeana hapa. And you guys are not notifying me from the comment. You're not even letting me know that EURUSD has already activated our entry point. Okay, so I want you guys to let me know which you find that today is more very active for you to be able to proceed with. Yeah, Rudia GBP USD. Any other question? We wait for market to break about the flag, then keep buying. Which ukiandika comment, also attach it on the currency pair that you're talking about. Which browser do you use, bro? Hiyo inaandika time frame kwa chart. Browser gani? In terms of browser aje? GBPUSD, also GU have anticipated for buys from that particular level. GU setup yake inakaa hivyo. Any question? Nimeonyesha na GU, unless someone has a question. But most of the time mtanipatanga live sana 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 YouTube. Sasa I'll be more live most of almost mchana utafungua tu mnanipata tu. Nakuanga hapa hivi every time na analyze market ya. Uh-huh. Is there any question, any other question that you may have, or any pair you want me to check it out for you? I think I've gone through all the pairs, but I'll be back. Now it's 9:11. What time do you want me guys to be back? I'm available. I'll be back live on what time? Euro GBP buyers. Euro GBP buyers. Did I check it out? Let me check it out. I guess. See. Euro GBP buyers. Why is Euro GBP? I don't think I have it here on my watch list. Niko nimeitoa. Euro GBP. Euro GBP. Oh, under. And also, guys, take care. We have news. We have news. EPM people know. For those people who know me, they know like Euro GBP is not like my part of Nini, but it is obeying another block on daily. Inapenda kurange na kusonga pole 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 pole. Before even you make money from this, itakusumbua kabisa. I like pairs zenye zikitoka entries zinaenda tu. But if you are looking forward, you can look forward for buys on this pair on Euro GBP. But the reason why we have an order block, and I see the market book, the structures on the other side. And if you target that buy, don't go beyond this particular level as your TP. Buy from me and your TP there. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, what you want me to come back live? It's 9:15. I can come back live maybe what time? New York session. New York session. Yeah, New York session, unless we are trading gold during New York session, because New York session inapanga maybe more gold, because currencies zetu unapatanga zitaactivate to sai. Most of our currencies will be activated right now. Gold mzee. I have given gold buyers. Gold I only give liquidity peke yake. I'll just mark the liquidity for you. Those are the only available liquidity za gold. And another thing is, make sure that every day you're using a stop loss. A stop loss ni muhimu. Every day you're using a stop loss. Just a moment. Okay, so someone is saying GBPUSD, please. Nani Samuel Innocent, I have already given the buyers on GBPUSD, and I've said GBPUSD, I'm looking forward for buys from this particular zone. I'm looking forward for buys, and the reason why the market has already reacted from a liquidity entry, and I'm looking forward for buys in the end of the high to the high of the day. Yeah. Any other question? Any other question, guys? Okay, if there's no any other question, let me take a break, but I'll come back live. Make sure that you hit that like button and then wake your notification. So as anytime nikiingia live, unakuwa notified sasa. Because I've been live now, it's almost an hour and let me take a break and then come back again and refreshen. Sawa sawa, guys. And also observe the pairs hizo zenye tumesema, then yeah, itakuwa sawa.